Alright, podcast ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh WWF Malaysia, sebuah organisasi pemuliharaan yang berdedikasi untuk melindungi alam semula jadi Malaysia dari hutan hujan tropika dan orang hutan yang comel hinggalah ke terumbu karang serta penyu di lautan.
Menjelang pilihan raya umum negeri Sabah ke-17 penghujung tahun ini, WWF Malaysia ingin menjemput rakyat Sabah untuk mendalami isu berkaitan alam sekitar di negeri kita. Seterusnya, bersama-sama berganding bahu membentuk sebuah Sabah yang mampan one vote at a time.
Betul.
Together possible.
Ya, together possible. Jom kenali kami di seluruh sosial media kami di WWF dan juga di Kinabalu Podcast. Kita bangkit beramai-ramai.
Yes.
Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale. Our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Ricardo.
Dan saya Kenny.
Selamat kembali ke Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah.
Super legit.
Nombor satu kah?
Nombor satu. Sebab kita yang pertama buka podcast lah. Yang komersial lah.
Kau takut sini sebab ada podcast lain kah juga? Begitu.
I don't care about them.
Oi,
We're doing the best that we can, man.
Jangan gitu. Kita coexist.
Coexist kan.
Apa itu?
In harmony.
Iya, ada harmoni. Kita juga community juga perlu coexist bersama dengan gajah.
Ya. Apa
apa itu?
Because we are liking our new shirt.
Ya, the new shirt. Apa tu?
Dan belakang our shirt ada
tulis
perkataan yang kami just notice lah.
Apa dia?
Kito Bioliman.
Iya,
itu kata.
Ya, Kito Bioliman. Bermaksud coexist, community coexist dengan gajah. Betul kan, Nova?
In harmony.
Well, kami sangat happy kerana kenapa? For the very once again kita bersama dengan WWF Worldwide Nature Fund for with apa ni Worldwide
Foundation
with Nature.
Yep.
And then also kami sangat berbesar hati kerana masih lagi sama-sama orang bilang menyebarkan ataupun spreading the news of the advocacy campaign yang mana kita akan menjelang PRN 17 ini, kita ingin bersama-sama seluruh rakyat ini bersatu hati memilih wakil rakyat yang akan meletakkan kempen yang mengendahkan, orang bilang yang akan menjaga dan dalam dorang punya propaganda ataupun dorang punya agenda, dalam dorang punya manifesto ya.
Manifesto kan.
Ya, manifesto dorang ni ada memberi perihal terhadap tumbuh-tumbuhan, terhadap kita punya hidupan liar, terhadap kita punya policy making dalam menjaga hak alam sekitar dan segala-galanya melibatkan hidupan liar dan alam sekitar dan juga terumbu karang dan juga
orangutan
yang comel. Betul. Ya, dan kali ini kita akan bersama dengan satu guest daripada WWF. I give you the honor to kasih introduce.
Okay. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to say macam saya pula yang guest. I would like to introduce our guest today. Our honorable guest today is her name is Sheila Sheena Damian. She's a policy analyst and legal counsel for WWF Malaysia. Her advocacy portfolio includes the terrestrial and marine conservation program at Sabah and national level, which focuses on wildlife and habitat management, suitable development, legislative framework, land use, climate change, influencing good governance, and addressing emerging threats to conservation. She has 12 years of experience dealing with environmental crime and policy.
Oh iya, ada kan ni environmental crime-nya? Okay.
Banyak.
Nanti kita tanya dia. Okay. She graduated from University Kebangsaan Malaysia UKM with a Bachelor of Law with Honours and studied Master of Public Policy from University Malaya.
Wow.
She has almost 5 years of working experience with the Federal Government of Malaysia, Deputy Public Prosecutor. She was UNDP consultant for National Specialist and Policy and Land Use 2019 until 2020.
And she also received an honorary award for moral.
Bukan salah-salah ini.
Saya takut bakar saya.
Ya.
Environmental Leadership Top Outstanding Young Person of Sabah 2016.
Amazing.
From JCI, which is Junior Chambers International, Kota Kinabalu, and was selected by the British High Commission Malaysia As a
Banyak ini.
representative for civil society organisation Young Leader Awards Exchange visit to the UK in 2018.
Kau terus macam bercakap UK kau bilang tadi.
Yeah, my homeland. Kan?
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the studio, Sheila. We call you Sheila or Sheena, which one?
You can call me Sheila. Thank you so much for having me today.
Okay.
No, it's an honor
Alright,
to have
it's
you.
honor to have
Panggil
you.
Sheila saja.
Sheila saja.
Okay.
Sheila, kenapa banyak sangat kau punya award ini?
Saya pun macam tiba-tiba terkejut. Panjang juga tu.
Kita mesti introduce betul-betul.
Ya, betul-betul. Ya. Sheila, what is your, I mean, sudah ada di bio sini, but we would like to know what exactly you do for WWF. Tell us more.
Okay. WWF is a conservation organization. We are sign-based organizations. So we use data, we use evidence on the ground for our conservation work. So conservation is not just pergi field, tengok pokok, kira nesting orangutan or collar elephant. It's also about translate all this technical work data to decision makers' language. So that is the part of the jobs that I'm doing. So we turn all this data, what is happening with our environments, what is the issue, and we turn that language to the decision maker. We try to send the message to them. What is the thing that we need to change?
Okay.
What is the problems that we need to change, or to also check and balance our policy in place, whether or not it includes the environments, whether or not includes the voiceless, like the forest and the wildlife. So that basically I do. It's not so sexy macam orang lain.
Okay.
So
okay.
we do a lot of research, reading, analyze, turns everything into a language that more resonate with
Okay.
the decision maker.
Okay.
So most of the time we work closely with governments. Government's body, agency, and trying to change whatever it is that need to
I
push for
understand.
change. Yeah.
Okay. Adakah ada orang mendengar?
Well, yes, our governments they listen to. Whether or not they're doing something about that is another question. Right?
Okay.
I think a lot of our stakeholders, governments, even private sector, and including the politicians, they do listen to problems.
Okay.
They do. I think most of them are aware of the problems.
Okay.
It's just that how to take that problems into actions.
Okay.
That is where I think the hard work is.
How difficult it is actually. I mean, in terms of dia orang sudah dengar the problem, but then what's stopping them from executing whatever that needs
Are they been
to...
stopped?
Have they been stopped even? Yeah.
Okay, that's very hard questions. I think what stopped them in public policy, in any policy making, regardless, it is environmental policy, it is development policy, a lot of stakeholders are involved. So when we said a lot of stakeholders, it's not just government, it's also the community that may or may not affected,
Okay.
and also private sector that investing to it. So every stakeholder, they have their own interest.
Semua terlibat lah.
So for us is to actually trying to find a balance there. If we, for example, if we want to have a good development policy, because every state we want development. WWF also is not even though we are
NGO.
conservation NGO, we are not against development.
Yes.
The question is how you do that development, whether it's sustainable,
Oh, yes.
whether it's include other stakeholder, whether you think about
Coexist.
coexist, whether you think about the elephant, because they're also using the same area,
Yeah.
orangutans, and also did you include the needs for us to have forest standing, so all that, because we have a lot of interest, a lot of stakeholders need to be taken into consideration. I'm not saying it's hard, but it's complex. So everybody who are in this field, I think even a politician, they have to have this certain resilient. You need to be able to be adaptive all the time, and to listen is the key word.
Yes.
And how to actually formulate any policy that encompass all these elements.
And execution lah.
Yes.
Right after.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to,
bukan senang sebenarnya sebelum
Yeah.
kau bertanya.
Yeah,
Bukan
silakan.
senang membuat policy making sebab bagi saya apabila kita buat satu kita dapat data, analis dan sebagainya,
Betul.
kita akan hantar ke jabatan yang tertentu dan sebagainya. Yang mana diorang pun tidak boleh directly buat sesuka hati kan. Kadang-kadang some of it kau kena bawa pergi Dewan Negeri to
Yes.
present it, right?
Yes, yes.
Kadang-kadang bawa pergi parlimen lagi, ups, and then untuk to execute tu pun tunggu lama lagi approval and everything. Even though sebenarnya benda tu actually mudah, tapi yalah yang melibatkan ramai agensi yang ada orang bilang berkepentingan juga di situ.
betul.
I want to respond to that. I think there's a quote saying that when we want to implement a change, we really have to look as it is. Not to diminish or weaken the desire to change,
Okay.
but we have to understand what is the problem at his end, so that you will be able to actually find a solution in that problem
Okay.
as it is in the system. So that's why what we do in policy advocacy is trying to do the systemic change. So what is systemic change? People would ask is what is the foundations of our implementation? Is the policy.
Yeah.
So we need to have sound policy, well drafted design policy, and in as a policy advocate, because I just finished my master anyway in public
Okay.
policy.
Still
Wow.
fresh in your mind.
It's still fresh in my mind.
Let's go.
So there is a cycle of policy making.
Alright.
So of course, first you need to put an agenda. Contoh lah kita ambil issue about elephant crossing
Okay.
corridor.
Okay.
So we have an agenda now because we were saying that we need road. People need road.
Yep.
I need road. Ingat Sabahan,
Yeah.
semua orang perlu jalan raya kan.
Betul.
Jalan yang dah berlubang lah kan.
Yeah,
Exactly.
betul. Yes.
Okay, kan juga kan.
Okay.
But at least a functioning jalan raya lah. But at the same time, we do have wildlife that also using the same place.
Yes.
So we use data. That is where WWF is coming. We use caller data elephants
Yes.
to tell you
Di mana dia jalan,
di mana dia
apa semua
jalan,
kan,
and
ya.
di mana dia tinggal,
Yes, yes.
mana range dia and everything, right? So with that data, we put an agenda there. That's
Okay.
the first cycle the first step in the cycle. After you identify the agenda, you need to know who is the stakeholders.
Oh, yeah.
Siapa yang terlibat ni sebenarnya? Siapa yang
Contractors
ada
kah?
interest,
Yeah,
everything.
I see.
So a lot of people's thought is just a simple process, but
Buat
actually
jalan saja, bukan semudah
yeah,
itu.
exactly.
Yeah.
You need to understand that there are people that affected, direct or indirectly. So we have to take into consideration of these people, and then you go through the cycle, and then you understand it, and you find a solution or strategy, and then you implement it. If the implementation is there, you review the policy whether the policy is really relevant at this point or not. So getting that problem right is already taking a lot of
Betul.
And don't say about implementation, but
Yeah.
we are not saying here that we should give up, but if we get the foundation right, the problem right, we get the policy
Mesti ada jalan dia.
mesti ada. Ya, memang ada cara
Cara
untuk
dia
kita
terbaik,
boleh
yes.
terbaik, yes.
Talking about policy before we take a break. Apa yang selalu big issue ni, yang selalu kamu top priority doing this policy ni? In terms of masalah ataupun contohnya macam jalan, adakah itu saja ataupun apa yang paling besar? Contohnya macam elephant punya koridor punya bridges ke apakah, tapi apa yang selalu kamu paling top di dalam list kamu kalau mau didahulukan?
Isu besar.
Ya, isu besar lah.
I think a lot of issue memang besar.
Ya, okay.
I think we cannot rank issue yang
Tiada, gitu.
I think we need to actually regards every issue is important.
Okay.
Maybe which one is more urgent?
How about terumbu karang? Probably. Kita terumbu karang, kita orang bom ikan.
Susah juga kau tanya tu
kan?
sama WWF because for us every
Everything
environmental
is-
problem.
I say.
Tengok.
Safe answer, good one.
Yeah.
But okay.
But
Okay.
Good answer.
I think what is the most important thing is that if it going to affect the survival of human being,
Okay.
then we have to start thinking that okay, where's the problem?
Okay.
So if you cut forests, it will actually affect the benefit of our water.
Okay.
sources.
Betul?
So if you cut forests, for example, you keep on cutting forests, the oxygens
Yes.
will affect our survival.
Betul.
Not just survival of our wildlife, but also
Kita,
our own
yeah.
survival.
Betul.
So when it start affecting us, our benefit, then that is where we need to sit down and do this thinking like what is the issue now that
I
we
see.
have to address. For example, climate change. It is now here. The extreme weather is
Panas
keep on
and all,
coming.
yeah.
A lot of people were saying what's wrong, adalah yang blame each other, but the thing is we need to see why it's happened and how to actually addressing
Okay.
it. Yeah.
We're gonna take a short break. Kita akan cerita lagi banyak pasal climate change, pasal orang hutan, pasal terumbu karang, dan siapa yang tahan-tahan ni policy maker supaya dia berlaku.
Yeah, who is to blame?
Siapa ni ya? Tapi ialah kita cerita selepas ini. Jangan ke mana-mana.
Yeah.
Kembali selepas ini. Selamat kembali ke WWF bersama dengan Kinabalu Podcast. Kita sedang menyebarkan orang bilang informasi mengenai upcoming PRN 17 ini ataupun pilihan raya negeri ke-17 ini, yang mana kita ingin advocate everyone untuk memilih calon yang ada, memberikan manifesto mereka, menyelitkan dalam manifesto mereka tentang hidupan liar dan juga sekitaran dan juga apa-apa yang melibatkan hidupan liar ataupun kesemula jadian lah di Sabah ini. Bukan itu saja, kita juga advocate kamu sebagai pengundi untuk sentiasa bukan mengundi suka-suka tapi juga mengundi kepada calon yang ada letakkan ini benda lah.
Ya, betul. Jangan saya undi politician yang bagi duit saja.
Yang bagi tangki saja.
Ya, itulah itu. Itu terguna tuh. Yang penting alam sekitar kita terjaga.
Tiada guna tu kan.
Tiada guna tuh.
Kalau dia bagi 1 juta, tiada guna kan dia?
Kalau bagi satu orang saya boleh lah.
Kau tengok.
Greedy person.
Tapi iyalah, kami ingin menguar-warkan kepada semua anda agar orang bilang to advocate yourself about this lah. Kalau mengundi tu jangan terus undi, terus tengok apa dia punya manifesto, adakah dia letakkan semula hidupan liar ni, semula jadi ini, persekitaran ini di dalam manifesto dia begitu. Kita masih lagi bersama dengan Sheila daripada WWF. Dia ni pakar dalam segi policy lah, policy making, yang mana kita mungkin kita terlepas pandang kerana saya sendiri pun sebenarnya terlepas pandang. Saya tidak tahu WWF sampai itu that extent. Apabila kita contoh kita bagi yang paling simple lah, gajah mau melintas tapi jalan tu jalan raya Pen Borneo for example lah. So kita bukan mudah-mudah saja terus buat di bawah ke under bridge ke crossing and everything. Dia perlu melibatkan ramai sebab dia melibatkan budget, mungkin kena kasih lift sudah tu jalan raya. Jadi bila melibatkan budget, melibatkan banyak agensi, bukan saja kerajaan, juga GLC dan sebagainya. So dia banyak yang perlu kita libatkan lah.
Ya, betul. Yang macam kami sebagai rakyat, kami nampak demi result saja. But the journey and the process kami tidak nampak. Betul.
Yeah.
So this time you guys get into depth lah.
Talking about policy, ada orang banyak kita punya listeners bertanya kenapa dorong ni selalu di tangga-tangga. Dorong tanya kenapa dorong di airport begitu. Adakah was it so hard to actually get people to be the member ataupun apa ni
Dapat funding.
Advocates and everything. Was it hard, Sheila? Tell us more. Share us.
I think I don't know. I cannot answer on behalf of everybody.
Okay.
Whether it's hard to become part of members of WWF
Okay.
or to be the contributor or
Yes.
donors of WWF. But yang di tangga-tangga tu, yang kamu nampak di shopping mall,
Your colleagues too.
kami punya colleagues too, they are part of our fundraising team.
I see.
So because we are non-profit organization, we don't have products to sell,
Okay.
except what we do, our advocacy, our activities that we do on the ground. So one way that we fundraise ourselves is to bring people near to our calls, to our works. So it is actually also a call for every one of you, even you normal people yang jalan-jalan want to be part of that movement to push for change, to push for a better environment, protecting all this wildlife and forests. We actually call members of public to be part of our donors. So this is what we call individual donors. Actually, in our organizations, we receive a fund, not only international and national, but we really appreciate our individual donors.
I see.
Malaysian that actually take that commitment to actually surrender their hard-earned money, and they trust us to do the job that we do. So that's why we are a non-profit.
Yeah.
Kami tiada bonus macam orang lain. We just work.
Yalah.
But a lot of people in WWF who Sabahan, you will be amazed the intensity of their passions when they talk about environment.
Yes.
As a Sabahan, I also want to actually push for change in the state.
I see.
I'm actually very grateful and sangat bersyukur sebab you can work in Sabah with an international organization like this.
Yes.
And then for a mission that is actually for a better Sabah.
Yes.
So what else to be proud of, right?
Yes. Correct.
Well, all of us can go anywhere in the world to work, earn money and all. But for having that opportunity, I'm so grateful that I'm part of the change. So
Yes.
that's why we are grateful to all the people who give that commitment
Yes.
yang kamu jumpa di shopping mall.
Di tangga.
Make sure kamu tanya dulu dia WWF betul, minta dia
Yeah.
punya apa
Card lah,
ya,
wah.
semua
Ident-
tu. Tanya dia. Selalunya memang dia ada verification dia WWF. Dia pun kerja keras tu di sana. We have our role in WWF.
I see.
We have like a group of scientists that go around taking data, analyze data. People like me doing advocacy, working with government. We have people who doing communication, writing articles, doing the awareness. There are people who do these hard works,
Yes.
going around asking for commitment, donation commitments. Yeah.
Ya, jadi kalau kamu ada masa, kamu rasa tiada jalan kamu membantu dorang, why not just stop by and look apa dorang punya offer.
Tanya dorang soalan.
Tanya dorang soalan juga. What do you know about the apa kamu buat ni gini? Tanya lah kan.
Yeah. Top 3 reasons why you need to donate.
Okay.
Number 1 reason is dia bantu kau punya income tax lah. And then
Yes. We give income tax relief. Yes.
I was a part of it for 2-3 years.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Dia
Thank
mau
you,
kasih tahu
guys.
juga lah. Okay lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Kau ada
second-
apa itu? Kau tahu apa?
Ya,
Kau ada cub ke apa?
Saya ada tiger.
Oh ya.
Sama turtle.
Oh, good
Wah.
for you.
They,
Okay.
they send something every birthday, right?
Yes, I know, and it's so cute. And that's the second thing that I want to highlight. Like they're gonna send you something. Maybe one time I got a plushie.
Okay.
And 3, you have a sense of achievement. You get to contribute to the environment.
Yes.
That's top 3.
Yeah. I'm not a member. I think I don't know. Pernah juga masuk. I think long time ago. I don't follow up what is going on. Tidak dapat receive email and everything. Tapi what I do, at least my own self, saya tidak buang sampah dan saya pungut sampah di sekitar saya yang saya nampak.
Kau tidak waste the water when you brush your teeth.
No, I
No,
don't. I don't. That's why saya pakai yang machine tu supaya
You switch the light when you don't use it.
Yes.
See, very simple thing benda begitu. Yeah.
Tapi sometimes
you stop using plastic straw.
Plastic straw, iya
yes.
betul.
Plastic straw, yes.
Tapi
I
kedai
don't
mamak
use.
masih bagi. Kadang-kadang susah mau minum masih pakai. Tapi jangan buang suka hati lah.
Ya, jangan. Tapi kadang-kadang lupa tuh pekon lah. Sorry.
Itu kos. But anyway,
Panas banget.
tu hari kami ada cerita dengan, kita lari sikit lah. Kami ada guest kami daripada DBKK. So kami panggil dia punya timbalan ketua pengarah operasi, which is dia cerita pasal the amount of sampah di KK saja
800
Ton.
metric ton.
Yes.
per day.
Yes.
Oh my god, 800 ton
Yeah.
sehari. Plastik and degradable apa semua di situ. Wow.
Do WWF play any roles in helping to reduce?
We do have a policy advocacy work on plastic.
Waste.
No plastic in nature, what we call the initiative. But our policy advocacy also working with the state government, with Ministry of Land, Local Housing and Government,
Okay.
MLGH. We have a collaboration with them on plastic waste. So and also trying to actually push for a commitment from state governments to maybe after we have a more push workshop and meeting, we hope that the state government will commit that something about reducing the plastic waste. So I think the problem with plastic waste or any waste at all is actually all of us. So how we manage waste from home. Kalau saya tanya
Yeah.
kau macam mana kau segregate kah plastik kau?
No.
Oh, segregate kah sampah kau?
No.
Semua sana
Ya,
masukkan.
betul.
Yang basah tidak
Yes,
basah,
yes, yes.
yang boleh recycle tidak boleh recycle.
Yang basah tu saya taruh di icebox. Betul.
I
Sudah
used to.
keras baru saya buang lah, sama juga lah. Ya.
I used to.
But all of us is actually guilty to that because maybe it's not in our culture, but we have to change that mindset. It's actually starting from us. Like for
Okay.
example, why do we continue buying plastic bottle when we can bring our own bottle from home for
Okay.
water?
Oh.
So when we can actually effectively manage our waste from home, itu baru home kita belum cakap yang di
Hotels or
hotel,
what, resort, what.
di kedai makan and all that. If all of us have that sort of effective management on that, we can reduce the plastic. We are here not saying that stop using plastic. We need plastic. There are good things about plastic. For example, for the health, hospital need that for
Okay.
hygiene and all that.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of things that actually in our day-to-day life is actually plastic. Your phone is plastic, made
Yeah.
of plastic. So
Hati si Kenny pun plastik. Dah okey.
Okay, that one no comment. But but I think that the most important thing how we use that plastic
Okay.
and how much life we want to give to the plastic. That's
Okay.
why we said recycle. Use it many times because
Okay.
plastic is durable, right?
Yes.
Why are you using one time and you throw it? You can use it many times. You
Okay.
give life to the plastic.
Okay.
So we have a long way to go to talk about it, but there is a good initiative from the state government.
Yep.
They already have the law in place. They are talking about the regulation now. So hopefully there will be a more ambitious and robust
The whole Sabah.
implementation for the whole Sabah, starting with waste segregation, recycle, and all this. So hopefully in our lifetime, at least in my lifetime,
In our lifetime, okay.
I will be able to see change in that waste plastic.
Okay.
And it's not just you and me punya responsible. Everyone.
Everyone, ingat tu.
Everyone. Termasuk semua orang, yang kecil, yang besar, everybody have their own responsibility on this.
Di BBK kasih tahu hari tu orang start mula-mula hujung minggu saya tanpa plastik, sekarang the everyday tanpa plastik, which is very good.
Yeah,
Dan dia
it's good.
banyak reduce dia cakap daripada data collection orang.
Yes.
Memang dia banyak reduce dan saya rasa itu kalau dibuat di seluruh Malaysia ataupun di seluruh Sabah ni dulu sangat-sangat bagus. Yang mana kalau kita pandang di Europe atau di Western orang sudah start pakai paper bag kan. Quality
Yeah.
paper bag, which is dia kalau dia terbuang pun dia boleh hancur jadi nature dan sebagainya.
Betul.
Bukan macam plastik tu dia mengambil masa beratus tahun untuk dia hancur dan terurai, right?
Yeah. And for me personally, I think for our community, I think there should be something called like a reward policy macam gitulah. I'm not saying policy, macam something. If you recycle, you get something lah. Like I've been out and about. I've been to Europe and I see how they recycle plastic. You put bottles in, but it depends on the plastic that you have lah kan. But at least you get people to recycle like that. You get a few euro cents from recycling some plastics, which is I think kalau boleh buat di sini macam best. Yeah.
That is where the policy change where we talk about systemic change.
Okay.
It should start from within. So if let's say we we feel like okay, everybody, this is a problem, this is a public problem, and we make a policy. We decided to make a policy. We wanted to we wanted to reduce the plastic waste by 50% from the baseline of this and this because we collect rubbish and all that, right?
Yeah.
So from that, we identify who will get involved in this change. You, me, the all these kedai-kedai makan, yang orang our officer yang pungut sampah and everything. So everybody will get involved, but it needs to start with systemic change, like behavioral change.
Yeah.
So it's a long process. That's why bila government have an initiative like this, kita tidak boleh just balik-balik buat begini. Tidak boleh ada that mindset.
Okay.
Let's start. Be positive about it. Memang bukan di culture kita. Macam contohnya bawa bag ni kan, bila kita tanya semua orang, actually memang kita inconvenience lah membawa extra bag and everything, right?
Yeah.
Tapi kalau we do it every day, you will change the behavior. So if one person change, whole kelompok change, the whole thing. But we have to do it repetitively, long term, and everybody are in it.
Betul.
So that's the systematic change that we want, especially in our system government as well.
Yeah.
When we come to policy. Because when we put a policy, everybody resistant. Macam baru-baru ni government said they want to ban vape kan.
Yeah.
Semua orang melompat. But behind that, there's a reason why. Because maybe health issue, health is getting expensive. So we are mitigating it from the beginning. That's the same with us.
Yeah.
Why we want to ensure that less plastic waste in nature, because if let's say it's involve our soil, the integrity of our soil, is it good for our tanaman?
No.
If it's involved, if it's gone to the water. There's a study already that is actually the microplastic going to the fish. We eating fish. We are the biggest eating fish eater in Malaysia, in the world.
Yeah.
So you like fish. So that is going to be part of our life as well.
Betul.
So we need to understand why the policy is being called like that. So actually it's for everybody, for long-term goods. So but it's a long way lah. That's why we give initiative, like what you were saying, initiative, right?
Yeah.
So each of that juncture, we need to actually not reward, but initiative. We have to find people to get interested.
I see.
We have to we have to find a way people stay in it. Like you need to do it for long term. People need to remember, motivate to do it, because kalau tidak, malas sudah saya begitu. So we have to find that strategy. So that is why we need to discuss with government and private sector. It's good that the BKK punya initiative actually. We actually call for all this private sector to be part of this initiative as well. So macam kalau kau pergi Europe kan, I think siapa yang ada opportunity to go Europe, actually you just bring your bottle, you can actually refill that
mana-mana.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So we have to start think about what should we change, but we still actually serving what people need.
True that.
On the tempat nanti saya mau cerita tentang the political sikit, sebab ini semua involving politik, mesti punya confirm bila implementations dan sebagainya.
Undi siapakah?
Bukan undi siapa.
Sorry.
Saya mau tanya. Semua implementation ni perlu darang undang-undang dan sebagainya. So melibatkan policy making dan sebagainya. Saya akan tanya dengan Sheila selepas ini. Kita akan berehat dan ke mana-mana. Kita akan kembali selepas ini. Selamat kembali ke Third Part bersama dengan WWF, Worldwide Fund for Nature, yang mana kami sedang menyebarkan kepada anda, semua anda, this coming PRN 17 ni, pilihan raya ke negeri Sabah ke-17 ini, yang mana kamu kalau kamu undi, jangan undi sebab dia cantik, sebab dia handsome saja, sebab dia poket tebal saja, tapi juga dia punya manifesto tebal, yang mana dalam manifesto dia ini melibatkan tentang semula jadi, alam sekitar, hidupan liar dan sebagainya, yang kita sama-sama exist. Kita manusia hidup bukan saja kita yang mau hidup. Ini binatang-binatang pun ada yang punya kitaran yang memerlukan, orang bilang yang kita perlukan dalam kitaran cycle diorang.
Betul. Dan diorang punya manifesto tebal dan make sure diorang betul-betul buat lah.
Ya, ya betul. Bukan saja diorang bilang begitu, sekali sudah menang diorang tidak buat.
Ya. Benda lain pula.
Ya.
And,
benda lain pula dia buat. Saya mau tanya tadi, tadi saya berjanji ingin bertanya kepada Sheila tadi. Berjanji ya Sheila. Saya mau tanya ini, adakah ketidakstabilan politik di Malaysia ini, ataupun di Sabah lah, jangan besar lah, di Sabah ini memang tidak stabil. Kita pun sudah pilihan raya sampai 17 kali this coming. Adakah this political instability ini mengganggu dari segi policy making dalam orang bilang WWF punya usaha untuk spread this awareness ini?
We are in democracy system.
Yes.
So when we are in democracy systems, we know that election is one of the ways to it, right? So for us, the advocates, this is expected. Change of government, election, because that is democracy.
Okay.
You choose siapa kau mau jadi representative kau kan. So but it does a challenge for us, but that is not something that you take to stop you from doing what you do. Because whoever is the government, regardless ini partika, itu partika, they become a government. the responsibility and the role of the government is to actually to serve what is important for the people.
Okay.
So who is these people? Not just you and me. It's also the voiceless.
Betul.
So apa yang policy yang good to be implemented is good for people, benefit everybody. The forest and the future long, we should actually push to be implemented. Well, walaupun sudah tukar government.
Undilah Sheila kalau gini. Macam politician, no?
Undi ono.
Undi ono.
Okay, coming back to my point.
I see. All right.
So currently with our governments, we have actually Sabah ada antara state di Malaysia yang advanced in terms of environmental policy.
Okay.
So we have made a lot of good commitment, and we actually going there. We are on the right track with mindset. So that's why kalau tukar pun government, we want to ensure that the new government embracing this. For example, we have commitment, the state commitment to keep 50% of the forest cover.
Okay.
30% of the totally protected area. Tiap ayah juga saya lecturekan what is the importance of forest.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Of
So
course.
it's for our water, our survival.
Oxygen and all
And
that.
then the state of Sabah also make a commitment to have 100% of RSPO.
Okay.
You talk about that in your last podcast,
Yes, yes.
right?
True.
So I'm not going to lecture about that as
Okay.
well.
Dalam si
So-
Max ni sudah watch Ina sudah
Yes.
buat.
So
Yeah.
we also have the state government also have a good commitment in trying to achieve 15% of marine protected area in OECM. So we are one of the mega biodiverse
Yes.
country in the world.
Yep.
We have all the coral in Sabah. So we have all this marine ecosystem yang bagus. So the state of government have that commitment to keep 15% of marine protected area. We are advanced. So that is a good policy to go for. Policy is a goal that for everybody, a common goal for all of us, Sabahan, who agree. Sabahan including the public sector, private, you and me. Policy is also action or inaction of a government towards that goal.
Yes.
So kalau we have that goal, for example, keeping that 50% of forest, we have to make sure the land use planning is being properly laid out. Where should I develop? Where is this area that we can integrate to develop together? How to actually design the road that actually allow our wildlife to also coexist. So where is this area that I should protect for the fish to breed so that we can have consistent supply of seafood kan?
Yes.
Orang makan seafood.
Betul.
Sabah ni.
Sedap.
So I think that's the reason behind of this policy towards common goals. So I think all of us, if we understand that process, even if you change the government, if you think this is a good benefit to the people, let's move and push that goal. It's just
Yes.
different between government is how you do it lah kan.
Yep.
Betul.
So you want to be effective or you do it faster. That's the difference.
Betul.
That is the way how you actually bukan judge juga, but how you observe the representative yang you vote.
Yeah.
So I think this is why WWF is doing this advocacy to remind the governments to the good policy and to be accountable to the promises that they made.
Siapa yang tidak accountable ni Sheila?
Suruh pok
anyway,
nama.
kita sudah helping in WWF for months sebenarnya this advocacy campaign ni.
Yeah.
We would like to know the data because sudah habiskan, tarik tutup sudah.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the survey yang berlaku hari itu? Macam mana data dia?
So firstly, I really want to thank all Sabahan who participate in this survey.
I
Thank you guys.
I did. Thank you guys.
so much. As all of us know that we're doing this in-house as an NGO, we don't really able to actually hire a expensive company to run the survey.
Oh.
So we run the survey with
Okay.
our stakeholder and all that.
Yep.
The number is around 1,000 something.
Ooh, that's a lot.
But the good thing about this number is that it's spread all over Sabah.
Okay.
If you look at the data, there are people who are answering from even a remote area of Sok.
Oh, nice.
So you have that voices from different
Okay.
area. Almost every district ada dia punya data.
Yes.
Bukan
Number-
KK saja.
I use many emails.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No lah.
So tell us. We would like to know.
So basically, I'm going to give you the overarching
Yes.
result that we have.
Okay.
we like I said, we do the survey. Dia punya result memang keluar daripada semua area.
Okay, wow.
And then there's a 4 key question that we ask in the survey.
Yeah.
What environmental issue are most concerning?
Okay.
So, kalau you menjawab dari contohlah my place in Kuala Penyu,
Okay.
so saya akan fikir apa yang concerning di Kuala Penyu.
Okay.
kan?
Okay.
So what you affected by the environmental issue? Kalau you are fish ataupun family you suka pergi tangkap ikan kan?
Maha.
Again, my family in Kuala Penyu.
Okay.
So they will feel like okay, ikan ni akan sentiasa ada atau tidak? Kenapa di pantai Kutur kah whatever,
Okay.
right? So what kind of initiative do you want to see from the government? So we ask the people like, what do you want the governments to do? And then lastly the question, does environment concern influence your vote? Whether that is really important. Kalau kamu pilih kau punya representative, whether this is an element or not.
Understand.
So what come out from that is actually 3 major issue from this is people are answering all over, like I said. Deforestation. People understand what is deforestation. You open the forest.
Yes, yes.
So a lot
Deforestation.
of our data from different district, deforestation come out jump.
Oh, number one.
Number one.
Okay.
The second one, waste management.
Ah.
So a lot of daerah memang put up waste management issue. And then third one, extreme weather. All of us,
Oh.
I think you and me,
Yeah.
ada some people were saying that they cannot predict already bila durian ni mau berbuah
Yeah.
sebab
Oh.
extreme weather.
Yeah.
We cannot predict. Dulu boleh lagi.
Boleh tengkujuh lah musim inilah kan.
Dulu time Khamatan kita tahu dia akan panas sikit. Tapi baru-baru punya Khamatan hujan.
Hujan. Yeah.
So I feel like all the data that we have in all district, they come out with this
Okay.
issue.
Okay.
And as I said, it's from the north, east coast, west coast, and also interior zone of Sabah. So for north and east, dia punya issue yang come out, kita pergi jump into zoom in. For north and east, kau tahu di mana north and east?
Yes, yes.
Apa kan?
Yeah, of course. Udah Kota Marudu Pitas tu not lah.
Yang
Okay.
sana tu kan.
Okay.
Dia punya issue ialah coral reef. So
Coral
mean,
reef, huh?
Oh yeah.
degradation. They because we have to understand people that live around
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
divers.
Seashores,
They go to see.
Yeah.
They see changes. So they see changes of the coral degradations. That is coming on top. So but of
Itu
course.
bom tu kan? Itu kan tu?
Yes,
Yeah,
one
pemikan.
of the challenges with that lah. And I think we also asked what is your top initiative. So what come out from this survey is that stricter environmental standard. A lot of Sabahan wanted to see this standard, how you deal with environmental issue. So that is where framework coming from the policy need to be put on the good standard. So people are, itu siapa yang buat tu kalau bukan kita punya policy maker kan?
Betul.
Ya,
Yang
betul.
all these people yang duduk di
Yes.
di kita punya lovely dunes.
Ya,
right?
wakil rakyat
Yeah.
lah. Ah.
And then-
YBs.
And then also about issue about recycling and waste management. A lot of people want to see this. So if this is what were asked by the people, the government have to start thinking, what can we do? What is the policy that should be in place to implement all this? And the last one is stronger enforcement and environmental crime. There's a lot of issue lately. If you see, the poaching happening, all this telur penyu and all that. So they want a stringent enforcement to curb this crime.
Okay.
So people want to see that. So if this message go to the policymaker and not just government but also politician, they can actually craft a promise to put a change to this. So we were hoping that this is the voices from all the district. You can take these voices, think about the proper strategy, put it in your manifesto.
Yeah.
If you are government, you have a lot of powers to change, to push for change. This is the change that we want to see through policy making. We can actually, from having a robust policy, sound policy, how to implement it. To implement it is through the regulatory reform. Ada law,
Yeah.
ataupun kita bagi dia tax incentive. All that we can. It actually can be brainstorm. But the most important thing is to understand the issue and put it as a policy out there. That is what we actually urge anybody who become a government.
Ya.
We tidak kisahlah dari parti mana.
Ya, tidak kisahlah dengar.
Sebab kita bukan politician.
Bukan. Jadi politician di luar sana Sina saya kasih tahu kamu wakil dari WWF ni, yang kamu sudah bilang kamu letak dalam manifesto kamu begini-begini, bila kamu sudah jadi wakil rakyat, sudah menang kena undi, kamu lupakan semua ni benda. Jadi kamu mungkin hidup sekarang hidup kamu punya cucu, cicit semua.
Ya.
Nanti dorang yang suffer with all this polisi yang tidak berlaku ni,
Betul,
yang
betul.
sudah dibuat ni. So ini khas untuk wakil rakyat. Jangan sekadar mau jawatan saja, tapi mau dapat itu ini saja, kan? Biarlah kita bersuara. Apa jauh salah kita rakyat kita menentukan segala. Wah,
Kau bagi manifesto kan?
no. Because ini sangat. That's why saya tanya kenapa kepentingan political instability ini mengganggu sebenarnya. Bagi saya dia mengganggu sebab apabila bertukar dia jadi manifesto berubah, ini jadi berubah, tapi bukan menidakkan kita punya usaha untuk menyampaikan benda ini, kepentingan benda ini perlu diteruskan. Tetapi ini yang berlaku secara ketara bagi saya. So WWF tidak bercakap, saya yang bercakap. So
I want to jump into that.
Okay.
There's a quote,
WWF bercakap sekarang. Okay. Sila.
There's a
Silakan.
quote from Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, let's go.
The ballot is stronger than the bullet.
The ballot.
The ballots, the votes.
The votes.
Than the bullet. So we are, all of us are voters, important stakeholder. We determine in collective, we determine who stand there for you. So you need to know who is your representative.
Betul.
True.
If you value with the vote, every vote is valuable.
Yes.
Kalau kau tak turun mengundi, kira
Yeah.
memang important tu. Tidak juga. This is where I want to advocate to all Sabahan, my fellow Sabahan.
Come on, let's go, Sheena.
Baka.
Okay, Sheila,
Bukan
come on.
juga politician.
Okay.
It is our responsibility
Takut tu si Sheila.
to vote.
Betul.
Yes.
At least turunlah vote.
Kalau kau rasa give up pun kan, turunlah vote. So I think every vote is important. So when you want to vote, to start, this is your responsibility, also your rights to actually ask your MP, siapa-siapa yang kau mau vote ni, apa ba kau punya hala tuju ni?
Yeah.
Mana kau mau pergi ni? Will you be able to raise my concern?
Yeah.
Saya ni suka pergi tangkap ikan. Saya mau make sure that pantai sini bersih ada ikan. Will you be able to ensure this in your work as a government?
Betul.
Saya suka makan seafood. How are you going to ensure that the seafood is maintained there?
Jangan saya suka tangkap orang hutan dia bilang. Macam mana kau?
like orangutan, we know that tourism is our asset.
Betul.
Our commodity in
Yes.
Sabah. In Sabah, it's very important. So we always said we are very proud that we have a good forest. We have wildlife. We have one of the best place in the world yang ada banyak wildlife in one places.
Yes.
So if you feel that it's important for you as a voters, you should ask your representative. I want to ensure that my generation able to see wildlife there for the next 10 years or 20 years.
Yes.
What are they going to do to ensure that they actually have a policy to be implemented, that this is in place? Are they working with NGO like us or any other NGO to ensure that? So I think as a voters, you have the right to ask. We cannot already be that kind of generation. Tiapalah saya undi saja.
Dia bagi saya.
We have to change.
Dia bagi
We
saya
have to
rambat
change.
tu hari. Saya undilah dia.
Yeah, so we have to change we have to make sure that our politics is matured politics.
Yes.
This is the generation.
Yeah.
I'm calling all my generations to start questioning, to be part of it. Bukan kau mau aktif sebagai politician,
Yeah.
but politics is important.
Yes.
Politics drive a lot of things.
Yes.
So if we want to make sure that the politics is matured, we have to be part of it. So as a voter, the least that we can do, question.
Yes.
True.
Kalau dia sudah jadi government, dia janji mau buat itu ini, kau tidak boleh dia tengok saja, dia tidak buat.
Mana janji dia
Lepas tu di
begitu.
belakang kau mengumpat tapi tidak cakap apa-apa. But you have to ask question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of channels that you can actually, YB, hari tu kau janji, why you want to do with
Siapa
that?
bagi kola banyak?
Saya mau sebut tapi dear audiences, you have seen how a policy analyst work. This is how she translates issues into layman so that you could understand this is what we need right now.
What's next after the pre-election advocacy campaign? What's next for WWF?
So we will, with this all data that we have, we are crafting a message.
Okay.
We're going to meet all political parties.
Oh, let's go.
All
Let's go.
political
Boleh bawa
parties.
kami kah? Kami pun ada mau.
Terus
Dah muat kereta kami.
Kami naik gajah lah.
Okay.
aduh.
Beruang kah?
So our plan is to meet all the political parties.
Okay.
None will be excluded.
Termasuk bebas.
Small, kecil, asal kami tahu dia political parties.
Okay.
Political parties lah.
Yalah.
Bebas satu orang kan, banyak juga tu kan.
Oh ya betul, banyak tu.
So we want to talk about this. We want to sampaikan the message from the survey.
Okay.
Although the survey punya ada juga orang cakap is small, but actually it's the voice of people. It's a part of the voice of the people. We want to send this message, and it's up to them whether they want to put in manifesto.
Tidak boleh up to them. Mesti
Kami tidak boleh. What
Mas.
we do is to send the message, but hopefully they will put it in the manifesto.
Mas Siapa itu?
We representing Kinabalu Podcast. We urge you
Ya.
to put it into your manifesto.
Put, please.
For us, the rakyat.
Ya.
Because
for
we
us.
love the environment.
Ya. Rakyat untuk rakyat.
Ui.
Macam politician juga.
Macam lah. Berani dia cakap Tapi anyway betul. Itu adalah sangat penting lah. Last but not least, your advice to these young voters.
As I said, we are the generation for change.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are the generation. Kalau
Kita taruh music lah kan di belakang sini.
ya you letak lah. We also the middle class generation. We work hard.
Humble.
We work hard for Sabah. We stay in Sabah and we work hard. We work in Sabah. There's a lot of opportunity for us to fly off to other country and work, but we choose to stay.
Yeah.
So when you choose to stay, let's together make a change. So play your role. You are, especially if you are new first-time voters, you want to change the way we do our politics. Start reading out. Like, what can I ask my representative? What I want? What this government can change? Why there's an election anyway? So you play that role. Tidak payahlah juga terlampau mau jadi influencer politik or whatever.
Okay.
But you at least you understand why there's an election. Why am I part of it?
Betul.
And then start questioning. If you are mengundi in certain places, start questions. What is the issue that I want that it to be highlighted to my representative? So look back. Kalau kau memang like macam saya really love the beach, the Gunung Kinabalu,
Betul.
and things like that, and you want to ensure that kau tidak nampak plastik di
Yeah.
lautan. So that is issue close to your heart. So why don't bring that issue and be part of that change that we want to the representative. Jangan saja bangun pagi and go for work, tidak do your own homework. We have to do our homework as well.
True.
Alright. Thank you so much for your time, Sheila.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ya, kamu dengar tu Sheila marah tu sebenarnya, tapi in a very subtle way. Dia marah tu sebenarnya. So kamu paham-paham lah sana. Kami pun ikut marah juga bila tengok dia. Sebab this thing kan sebenarnya tak perlu advocacy campaign pun. Kamu dari within kamu sendiri pun tak perlu ada campaign pun, perlu kamu ada ini kesedaran sendiri.
Betul.
Adakah salah sistem silibus pendidikan di Malaysia tidak mengajar ini benda?
Tidak tahu.
No, I'm just joking.
Hashtag bangkitlah semua.
Ya, semua lah. Hashtag together possible.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
Thank you so
for
much,
your time, Sheila.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Baik, podcast ini dibawakan kepada anda oleh WWF Malaysia, sebuah organisasi pemeliharaan yang berdedikasi untuk melindungi alam semula jadi Malaysia, dari hutan hujan tropika dan orang hutan yang comel hinggalah ke terumbu karang serta penyudi lautan.
Menjelang pilihan raya umum negeri Sabah ke-17 penghujung tahun ini,
Ya.
WWF Malaysia ingin menjemput rakyat Sabah untuk mendalami isu berkaitan alam sekitar di negeri kita. Seterusnya bersama-sama berganding bahu membentuk sebuah Sabah yang mampan, one vote at a time.
Yep.
Together possible.
Jadi kenali mereka WWF ini di seluruh sosial media mereka, dan juga undilah pilihan yang tepat di coming pilihan 17. Dan selepas undi itu tengok apa diorang buatkan tak buat. Tapi yang dah buat kita sound sejak. Tidak masalah, kita rakyat kan?
Betul.
Ya.
Voice out.
Betul. Saya Ricardo.
Saya Kenny.
Sheila.
Kami dari Kinabalu Podcast bergabung dengan WWF Malaysia. Ciao, 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 bella, ciao.
Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale. Our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon.